back at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Packers had 8-3 now. And they were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
From the 22, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
He'll take it at the 42. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Quincy Roche,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
26. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Inside.
On second down, it's Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
88.
Now it's Rodgers. Past the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
26.
That's good. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Jones throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They run the jet sweep now for Tony.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown, Giants.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Rodgers throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. A spin. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Rodgers again now. And oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it, and look. Long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at the 33.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Running right, Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 31, Jones trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Escaping the pressure right toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes it's designed, but sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.